It's such a strange feeling to be reunited with you beyond death. Your companions, what are they called? Oh dear, I've completely forgotten to introduce them. Over here is Waklamont, Bow of Resolve, and Torioro. Besides her is Gratia, my colleague and the students of Baldessian. And this is Ronald, an adventurer, though that hardly does him justice. He is the most dependable of friends to whom I owe my life. My word, we clearly have a great deal of thanks to give, don't we, dear? Yes, yes we do. Our help, our gratitude to you all. The worst part is, it's gonna not the smoothest of beginnings, is it? Funny we had Sawiko Pibble to ease the way. Am I right? Wait, we could do that. Wait, that's not a bad idea. Hmm? Hey, are you hungry? We could bring you something to eat if you like. Oh, thank you, but we're fine. You know, it's quite hot here by the springs. Something cold would be lovely. Instead, we'll put you all treats. That'll help cool you off. Wouldn't want to be a bother, but... Let me have it. This is what friends are for. Thank you. We shall look forward to the cold treats. That's probably what it is. She's nervous with everybody around. That was well conceived, but well, luck them up. And just putting what I learned in toy to use. If I had to mention a potential problem, however, it is that food here tastes like nothing to the living. Seriously, I had no idea. Still, it appears to be perfectly enjoyable for the endless. And going along with the idea, a crowd likely understands this. It may not instantly break the ice, but I'm hopeful that it will help to thaw it. So shall we split up and look for what Alia requested? Something cold, ironically. This is supposed to be a special moment, so I say we go with the best treat there is. One that'll leave an impression. The locals ought to know. Yeah, ought to be able to recommend something. If you wanted to ask people near the Aphrodite, Ronald, Grahati and I will do the same elsewhere. Probably ice cream. Wait, do we know the concept of ice cream in yours yet? Or at least anywhere in the source? What snack to have today? You want to recommend something tasty and cold? This stall doesn't have that sort of thing, I'm afraid. But speaking of something cold, I could use an iced drink with my snack. I think I'll get a coffee. Actually, tea might be better, or even a lemonade. But I can't go past a beer. Let's make it a white beer today. What? That didn't help us. Iced coffee sounds good, actually. After a long hot stove like that, I'm going to need a Gold Star ice cream. What? You don't know what? You don't know Gold Star ice cream? It's only the most popular treat here in Volcane. Well, it's a little tricky to tuck into. You can't come here and not try it. There's a stall just to the southwest. So you have no excuses. Okay? A cold treat that will leave an impression. That's a difficult one. It's home to fighters, so the food is mostly hearty and pleasant kind. Oh, right. There's a popular stall to the southwest that might just have what you're after, why don't you go and take a look? Sees everyone. Everyone's playing in the skull in the southwest. Fox Lamont. And so you're here too. Everyone I spoke with recommended Gold Star ice cream. Those colorful balls stacked on top of each other. That'd be the ice cream, I take it. I can see the appeal, but it's going to be hard to deliver it intact. We need 3 servings, so let's get Raha to carry one. You're talking to the transportation expert. You mean you could do it alone? Well, there seems to be vessels for carrying 3. Are you sure about this? Yes. Great. They're definitely safer in your hands than in mine. I'll go and tell Greyhound everything's taken care of. See you back at the springs. Oh my god, I just saw someone run by with a... Oh no. 3, please. There you go. You'll want to be quick, so there's a bell. But also because it's... You have 2 minutes. Should you fail? Yeah. How I carry it. Time to go. I mean, it doesn't take that long to get over there. It's just... Oh, there's a timer in the top left, by the way. And the party, Oh, wait, that's not... Never mind. Disregard that. That's the timer that's left for, my chocobo to be around. Never mind. He's gonna disappear in 1 minute and 30 seconds. Goodness me, what an amazing lucky treat. Thank you, Ronald. You do know...
Never did we imagine that such a reward awaited us. Isn't that so, Robor?
Yes.
What is wrong with him?
Oh, don't mind your father. Like me, he's still getting used to seeing you all grown up. This is just
excruciating. Yes, it is.
Yes, well, a 20-year blank is not so quickly filled.
Even so, there's got to be something we can do.
You know, I think I might have an idea.
Oh boy. I have concerns about that. I don't like your ideas already.
Raha?
I would not do this. I wouldn't. What is he doing? No.
What is he doing?
I don't know. Help!
Oh, you needn't force yourself.
It doesn't taste of anything to the living, surely.
Yeah, but humor us. Oh, it doesn't.
No, it's delicious.
You like emptiness.
I mean it. I've never tasted anything so good. It really does taste so much better when we're all together.
Yes, indeed.
I'm suddenly craving dessert. How about you?
Yeah, but I'll go to my fridge to get something. You know.
Truly, we've never felt so happy in all our lives. We don't know how to thank you. But at the very least, we can give you some answers. You've risked so much and come so far from them after all.
'Tis our understanding you are researching a power called interdimensional fusion. Will you tell us about it?
To begin at the very beginning, there is a legend passed down by our people, the Milala.
Huh.
In the distant past, we abided in a different world. Our homeland was a paradise of eternal summer. The flowers were always in bloom. Until, that is, a great calamity turned the very seas to ice. As those around them froze to death, our ancestors looked to a mighty relic for salvation. By its power, they opened a portal and used it to flee to another reality.
So that means one of the...
The key is none other than that relic. And it has been in the safekeeping of our people since time immemorial.
Yes. When lightning threatened this world, we attempted to use the key to flee again, like our ancestors once did. Alas, no matter what we tried, we couldn't invoke its power. We had all but given up when Preservation approached us with an offer of partnership. Desperate as we were, we accepted their help, only to later discover their ulterior motive: to plunder other worlds of ether. Seeking to frustrate their plans, we defected from the Order, and as their agents closed in on us, we seized control of the prototype gate and activated it.
What followed you already know. We sent our daughter and the key through the portal, entrusting them to the men we encountered. You were born with an unusual gift, you see. Upon learning of it, Preservation sought to subject you to experiments.
The Echo.
An unusual gift. The Echo, I dare say.
Our people, the Milala. Are there any ways I might learn more about them?
There are, such as visiting the cavern inside the volcano. Our ancient homeland has been recreated there. While it's intended to serve as an entertaining diversion, it ought to teach you a thing or two about our history and traditions.
May we go there? Selfish though it may be, I should love to learn of my ancestors.
I mean, that's the idea of all this.
Of them, and of the legacy my parents entrusted to me.
Sure, by all means. As it happens, it's on the way to our destination.
Yeah. You can drive. We can use the mount here. Ronald, Raha, Lamati. With your help, I was able to not only bond with my parents, but know the joy of sharing a meal with them. Besides, for that and so much else, I thank you. As my parents told us, the cavern inside the volcano is a place for learning about the Melala, ancient homeland. But I'm hoping it will yield other information as well, namely information on preservation. The scientists who were researching interdimensional fusion, and prior to that, created the Endless. As living memory is likely also their creation, I expect they would carefully curate and any details concerning themselves, but I wish to keep an eye out nonetheless. I'm all for it, of course, seeing as the key once belonged to the Milala. Didn't hurt to learn about them. Right then, let's head inside. So yeah, hearing that now, it's like, it's not Queen Sphene that is the enemy here. It's preservation. Preservation is the reason all of this is happening. Their obsession with wanting to stay, essentially become almost near godlike. What's this? The panel bears information. In the distant past, where I abide in peace upon isles of eternal summer, winter never visited that bountiful land, and the flowers ever bloomed in all the colors of the rainbows. But such idyllic days did not last. For just when it seemed the westerly wind had turned cold, the sea suddenly froze over. From the fish in the water to the birds in the sky, all of the animals soon perished. This unnatural weather continued with seemingly no end, and one by one, the Milada fell until the death toll was beyond counting. Those who lived still could do naught but pray that as they huddled together for precious warmth. That sounds like a calamity. Or more so, a rejoining. The Milada are the keepers of a mighty relic passed down through the ages. While it has the appearance of a crystal, by whose hand it was wrought is unknown. When a great calamity froze their isles, the speaker, the spiritual leader, fervently prayed to the relic for salvation. In answer to their prayers, the relic opened for them a golden path, one that shone like the light of dawn. Through it, they fled unto the new land. Since ancient times, the Milada have excelled in calculations by using formula and figures to represent all natural phenomenon. They had succeeded in devising a unique system of magic. This gift proved invaluable in their new homeland. where they employed their calculations to etch arcane circuits upon the ore, which later came to be known as electrope. Through this ingenious technique, electrope was transformed into a tool that could not only store lightning, but convert it into energy of any element. So it all started with them. Esteemed of their excellence. For their excellence in the study of electrope, they were favored by the rulers of many a nation. Some among them have attempted to invoke the power of their ancient relic to return to their homeland. But their efforts were of no avail. Never again has the golden path opened that allowed their ancestors to flee to safety. Eventually, the relic came to be forgotten, and some now question whether it ever actually existed. Don't tell me I just read all that when they're gonna run through it all again. Quite the mystical atmosphere here. Is this what the homeland was like? Ding ding, correct. What's going on? The ancient home of the Malata is created here in exacting detail thanks to the marvel of electrope. The scale alone has been adjusted in order to accommodate folk of all proportions. But I have neglected to introduce myself. I am the guide for this facility, the steps of the speaker. It shall be my pleasure to assist you as you embark upon your educational journey. There's even a guide. How considerate. Alright then, as we wander around, if there's something we do not understand, we'll be certain to ask you. Incorrect. Visit to our facility take the form of a quiz tour. So the correct answer is follow the instructions of your guide. That's yours truly. Oh no. Sounds like a kind of offense. I'm sure it'll be enlightening and entertaining. Let's have them guide us. Very good, madam. I have registered the four of you as visitors. Please proceed through yonder passageway to the chamber beyond. Yeah. So in other words, they make you read these. Because it's the only way to get past the next part. And I'm pretty sure if you want to get to the end, you have to you have to answer you have to get the right answers. That looks kind of familiar. One, two, three, 8. If I may have your attention, you stand within a shrine of the Malata, a migrant people who roamed until they found new lands to call their own. According to folklore, they originally hailed from a paradise of eternal summer. Alas, they had no choice but to abandon it when a great calamity froze the very seas. The speaker guided them to safety, and she was enshrined here. She is enshrined here with the sacred relic she wields. In this place, they performed rituals dedicated to the dream that one day they might return to their ancestral home. Sacred relic. That must be the key used to initiate interdimensional fusion. If such a wondrous power existed, I can only imagine what great feats it could be used to achieve. Now, it's time for a history quiz. Here we go. Each bearing a statement. If you believe a statement is true, then you must light its bazaar by operating fairly. Simple, yes. Do please nominate a representative. Let's have Ronald do the honors. Go on and take a look at the... Oh, goody. I get to play this. What's this? Long ago, our people... Huh? That's correct. That is not correct. Going to give some more. Yeah, that's true. No. You couldn't go back because the relic was taken. Remember, you must have. Yes. Very well, let the journey begin. You have answered correctly, and on your very first attempt. Amazing. Great work, Ronald. I knew you could do it. Taking at face value, the information here would suggest that the Milana had simply migrated from a distant land. But we know better. We were aware of the existence of shard worlds, umbral calamities, and interdimensional fusion. For an event that froze the seas, the fifth umbral calamity comes to mind. That which ushered in the age of endless frost. Yeah, so when the shard froze and it was being fused into the source, thus caused the frozen ice age for a calamity. And legends hold that during that age, the entire population of the South Sea Isles vanished overnight. The art of Arcanum Hill traces its roots to the calculations of the South Sea Islanders. While we cannot outright conclude that these people were the Milana, there are at least enough points of similarity to support the theory. So you're saying they might have come, they were on the source but left. If you have mused to your satisfaction, move to the next chamber. Another quiz awaits. So how many of these quizzes are there? What the move? Oh. We have come to the most enigmatic location in the museum. While it is known as the Speaker's Rest, everything else remains a mystery. No one knows what purpose it served. The Milano himself. That's very curious. Isn't it though? Some have judged that this place is purely the creation of the facility's designer. That it doesn't actually exist in the Milano homeland. It's generally believed, however, that the adornments upon the wall are masks that represents the emotions of man. Masks. Who do we know that are obsessed with their masks? And that brings us to the final quiz. The question is, how many types of masks are there? It's the last one already? Someone tells me it's not going to be as simple as it sounds. here when you're ready. Wait. No, 1, 2. Oh. Oh, you can't go down. How many kind of bass are there? Have you determined the answer? I need a... We know it's not 2, so... 1, 2... 3... 4... The 5? That's incorrect, I'm paying check. Or go with your heart. Oh. 4. So your answer 4. How about everyone else? Seriously? I thought it was 6. Like Ronald. I also believe it is 4. But so do I. My answer is... It's 5. Which is kind of odd because it's 1, 2... Wait. Oh. 1, 2... 1, 2... Oh, it is 4. I read all that wrong. Whoops, it is 4. Yeah, but where the hell did I mess up? And that concludes the quiz for the steps of the speaker. I thank you for your visit today and eagerly look forward to your next. What did
Finished at last.
But what did the mask
You
have to do
are
with
saying
anything?
Exhausted.
Then again, she said that the person who made the facility used masks. The only people I know that use
If
masks are the
legend is
Essians.
true, the Malala were refugees from the source. But what is this relic of theirs that can bridge worlds? Who made it? And to what end?
Much about the key remains shrouded in mystery. By augmenting it with Electrum, Preservation did succeed in opening a portal. Yet they could never grasp how they had managed to do so, much less the underlying principles of the technology. To this day, not a single person understands the mechanics of interdimensional fusion, let alone who imbued the key with its power, when they did so, or why.
This sounds like an Ascian. This sounds like the ancients. Remember, the shards in the source were all one. They were one world at a point. Until the Battle of Zodiac and Hydaelyn, where Hydaelyn sundered everything and decided to split the world into shards and the source. So it has to come from that point in time. It has to come from the ancients. They built that. They made this key.
Is a tool, And like all tools, in and of itself, it is a force for neither good nor evil.
I need a wielder.
Once taken in hand, however, its capacity for both is made plain. In delivering one man, it may doom another, making a lie of its bearer's every good intention.
As did Preservation, Queen Sveen seeks to wield the key in the name of those she loves. And in so doing, makes her people party to the destruction of countless souls. We have told you all we can. To be able to share this with you at the last, it feels as though we fulfilled our purpose.
You've come to shut down the terminal.
Yes, we have. But perhaps there's another way, one that doesn't require the terminal's deactivation.
For the longest time, we've sought a means to erase ourselves before our knowledge could be used for ill. And in you, we have found it. So press on. Press on, and don't look back.
I will. May I ask you one last question?
Of course, my dear.
The earring. Why did you leave it with me?
Because, Kryl, we wanted to see you again. This may seem self-serving, but we wanted to leave a trace of ourselves with you. A hint to guide you to us, so that we could live in hope.
We've dreamed of this day for so long, but now that it's become reality, we wonder if we deserve to enjoy it. We wanted naught but the best for you, yet we've always wondered how much you might have suffered in our absence.
Do not torment yourselves so. As fate would have it, you entrusted me to a good man. His name is Lalafell, and he raised me as his own. What's more, I've been blessed with the finest comrades anyone could have. It's thanks to you that I am here now, hale and happy. So please, be at peace. Be at peace. Mother. Father.
You already have a beautiful name, but if we might call you by the one we gave you? Maya. Our dearest Maya. We love you more than life itself.
Maya. My name is Maya.
Are you sure about this? You can leave the terminal to us, you know.
No, I must do this. Kryl, Maya, Baldessian must press on. Press on and... Farewell, Mother. Farewell, Father.
Farewell.
He has her mother's hair and her father's eyes, I just realized. If I may confide in you, Ronald, I've been anxious ever since I chose to accompany you to Tyrell. I was afraid of what I might discover. Perhaps I'd learn nothing, or worse, that my parents didn't love me. But now I know the truth, and I couldn't be happier. I'm glad I took up pictomancy, and I'm glad I mustered up the courage to say that I wanted to join you. Thank you, Ronald, for trusting me with your life and walking with me all this way. Well, that's all I wanted to say. I'll see this through, rather. We'll see this through together. My apologies for keeping you. Come, let's catch up to the others. They say the bike goes 5% faster, and then all the other mounts in the game, because it's a special, because you have to buy it. So the others have told me all. I'm glad Crow could bid her parents a proper farewell. Now to ask this question for the second to last time. Are you ready to shut down the turbo? Yes.
You know how to do it.
I do.
you alright, Carl? I am. I chose to forge on no matter what. And I've had the courage to do so because of you all. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Their memories may be gone, but their love will be with me always. An explorer's delight. Oh, we're at level 100 quest line now. We're on the level 100 line. I must say, the closer we get to the end, the faster time seems to pass by us by. Come, let's head to the fourth and final zone. By now you know how to get there, yes? Yes, we do. Excellent. This time, I'd like to quickly check on the miso terminal. So I'll meet you at the Gate of Remembrance. Come on, everyone. But no, I don't want to. I don't want to make it a home plate. What are you doing? What the? What in the world? What was that? That looked like a flying wheelchair. What in the world? As far as I can tell, we still have some leeway with the miso term. Meaning you can carry on getting to know the Endless in the last thing. Windspath Gardens. It's called, and it's breathtakingly beautiful. That's where your memories are stored, yes? That's right. I left it for last so I could guide you for as long as possible. Very thoughtful of me, yes? Or maybe because she wanted to spend her final moments with you. You know. What great idea just occurred to me. Or might that be? I'll save it for after we've arrived on the other side. See you there. Her great ideas are generally less than great. Hey, Annabelle. As much as I want to grant your mother her wish, I also want to respect yours. When all's said and done, I want you to be happy. I hope you know this. I know. I know. It isn't only his mother. She's his mentor as well. That can only make it harder for him to say goodbye. Let's go. For now, we keep doing what we've been doing. Seeking out Endless and learning what's dear to them. Oh. Greetings and welcome to Windspath Gardens, the sanctuary of exploration and discovery, the marvels of the natural world await you. Really. Whee! Oh.
If I could have everyone's attention. I know we have pressing business, but I'd like to say a few words.
Probably.
Before I died, I had 2 wishes. The first was to see who my Eleneshpia would become. I would say that wish has been fulfilled. Indeed, it has. For the boy who once shunned company has returned a somewhat sociable man, surrounded by wonderful friends. As his mother and mentor both, I couldn't be more proud. As for my second wish, that was to see all manner of nature that I had never seen before. I hoped to explore every corner of the world and there find thriving life. But I didn't even get to see all of Tural, did I? Never enough hours in a day, or days in a year, or years in a life.
Kapiwa.
Oh, don't give me that look. Though, admittedly, I did go and spoil the mood. Apologies. What I was so poorly trying to work up to asking was this. I want you to help me fulfill my second wish. I have a good feeling about this place. There is so much here I've never seen before, I just know it.
We'd love to see it with you.
I thought you might say that. Thank you. Windspath Gardens is home to a collection of flora and fauna that once thrived on the continent. Like the rest of living memory, I haven't explored it in earnest. Controlling my vessel demanded all of my attention. But at long last, I'll get to meet the creatures here. Wrap things up with a perfect little adventure. So, shall we?
Absolutely not. We're to grant you your wish, and then what? You leave? You cannot ask that of me.
Oh, Eleneshpia. Please understand. I just wanted to end on a happy note. Not only for myself, but for all of us. Better that than a sad goodbye, surely.
It'll be sad no matter what you do. Then with your consent, let's begin our adventure. Naturally, while we go about this, feel free to continue befriending Endless. Be sure to absorb the delightful scenery. Yeah, this is not what I signed up for. I'm just saying. This particular garden is called Blooms of Discovery. Beautiful, isn't it? It does. It does look nice. For now, until we turn it off. and shut it all down. It's absolutely stunning, and they are all actual plants. They are indeed. These specimens were brought here hundreds of years ago for conservation? Oh, conservation. As the calamity had pushed them to the brink of extinction. So this zone is like a great conservatory. Precisely, my dear Crow. Here you'll find flora and fauna, the likes of which no longer exists elsewhere. Doesn't the thought just set your heart aflutter? Suppose. Come on! I expect that some creatures I encounter outside Tulul may have cousins in this world. While I am no expert on life in the reflections, it would make for an interesting study to compare them. Now there's an idea. Leave it to my pupil to think up such. Here we have not only the world's traversing adventurer and a veteran gleaner, but a pair of Charlene's finest scholars besides. It's a barrel gathering of inquisitiveness, and I'm thrilled to be part of it. Oh, I see what she's trying to do. She's trying to get us to gather the information here and probably take samples and such to preserve this outside of all of this, probably. It's time to do our jobs, apparently.